Hi friends, welcome. Today we're going to finish decorating my dining room. I'm going to do my buffet, that little side table I have next to it, and also my dining room table. That will complete my whole dining room area, and then I just have a few more things to share with you before I share my home tour. That seems so crazy, but I've almost got my Christmas decorating finished. I was over at my sister's yesterday and we were working on her house. I've got to share that with you because it is gorgeous. She's done an amazing job. So with that being said, y'all, let's go into the dining room and decorate and finish the area up today. I just want to say thank you for joining me. And friends, I know that Thanksgiving will be here this week. I want to wish each and every one of you a beautiful Thanksgiving season with your family. I hope you have good family, good friends, and lots of great food. And let's remember the most important thing is to be thankful for all the good things that our Lord and Savior has done for us. Okay, y'all, let's get to decorating. So friends, here is what my dining room is looking like before we really get started decorating. I have added a few things already. Added my corbels right here. I did hang this vintage wreath, and then I added this beautiful cedar real touch garland and added some ribbon. Here is the little record player I thrifted. I want to style that. I also added a ribbon, which I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do with that in just a minute. If y'all remember, this is the plaid ribbon that I used with the Santa head in the frame with the wreath. And so I decided to just go ahead and use that throughout my home. And so I'm going to place some right here on the buffet to kind of tie that look together. I've just created a bow with some long tails and just weaved it within the greenery. And I did go ahead and add lights so it will light up. But this is the base. So let's decorate this little record player right here. Now, my thought was to add an old record or some Christmas sheet music, but I don't have any. I haven't found any while I've been out thrifting, and I haven't seen any actually at the few antique stores that I've been to. So hopefully next year I'll have some of that to work with, but this year I'm just going to try to use what I have. So as you can see, I added some greenery in that pocket, and I've got this beautiful card I want to display. This is an old like church envelope that you would give money, and it has this beautiful green at the top. This is upside down, the writing is, but that's okay. That doesn't really bother me. I just really would like for that to show. So I'm just going to stick this card in and then this envelope and try to make this work. I do have some tissue paper at the bottom to make this stand up, and I did add some greenery which will give me more of a base to slide this little envelope in, but I think this is a pretty touch. So since I don't have sheet music, I thought the next best thing I could use was open up one of my old hymnals and display a beautiful Christmas song. And so one of my favorites is the First Noel. So I'm going to put that right there. Now this doesn't want to set because of that little piece on the record player. So I'm just going to add one of these little children's little tea set plates. I'm going to add that right there, which that will make my book set a little more straight, and that's what I was really hoping for. So that works perfect. And so let me grab a few other things. So I've had this light up Santa for many years. I love him. He lights up, and I'm just going to tuck him right here. That way when I turn him on, he will kind of light this little area, and I think it'll be perfect. I also have this beautiful postcard that was given to me, again, from my sweet friend Jody. She's been so good to me, has given me so many beautiful, wonderful things. And so I want to display this postcard right here. And then the next thing I want to do is bring in one of my little Old Testament Bibles. I love this one. I love that it's white. I love that it zips. And then I'm just going to tuck in a little pair of glasses, and I just think that looks so pretty all together. One of my favorite things is this beautiful card that my sweet daddy sent his mother when he was in the service, and he actually included his whole family inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this poinsettia, and I want to display this right here. I also thought it'd be sweet to add in this little plastic nativity. This isn't much, but I just love it for some reason, and I want to tuck it in over here as well. And then I'm going to also add in one of these bottle brush trees that's covered with this flocking snow. I'm going to tuck it right here, and I just think this is looking so pretty. So now let's work on the buffet. I'm going to bring in one of my larger books that's in this deep burgundy color. And on top of this, I'm going to place my big lantern. I want to display both of my lanterns in this area because I love displaying these. I think they're so perfect, and especially perfect for Christmas. So what perfect thing to display on my buffet than dishes? I've got these beautiful dishes. They are mud pie dishes. I thrifted this one. The plates I actually bought at Dillard's a few years ago when they were on sale after Christmas, and I don't think I've displayed them in my home before. So I thought it'd be pretty to add them to these little plate stands. So I'm just going to display each of them right here. So when I was going through my stash, I do have some paper plates. Isn't this guy so amazing? I just love this so much. And I have these dishes from Hobby Lobby. I got those several years ago. And then again, these are just paper plates. Now, if I had melamine plates, I would have probably used those or any type of plaid plate. But this is all I have. And so, like I said, sometimes just use what you have. It might not be perfect, but if it gives you the look you desire, that's really all we're trying to do right here. I don't have a lot of room to store a lot of things, and so paper plates work perfectly. So I'm just adding them behind the plates to bring in more of that plaid and tartan feel that I have kind of going throughout my home. Now I'm going to take the rest of them and place them right here amongst this gorgeous greenery, and then I'm just going to top them with those plates I got from Hobby Lobby. I got a set of 4, and I just think these Santa faces are just adorable. These green plates are gorgeous, but I really don't have any other plate to display there other than this beautiful Santa face paper plate. So I'm going to add it right there too. So I just think it all works together perfectly. The Santa is so adorable, and I think that he's just going to make the perfect addition to the rest of my plates here on my buffet. Tell me, do you use paper plates as displays in your home like I do? I've done this for many seasons, and I always think it works perfectly. So going through my Christmas stash of things I've thrifted, I found this, and I'd forgot all about him. I don't think I even showed him in my haul, but I got him for $1, and you can tell he used to be the top of a cookie jar, and the bottom part is broken. But for $1, I just thought he had the sweetest face, and I thought he would be perfect somewhere. So my somewhere is going to be right here, and I just think he is perfect. I just love it. So that just goes to show you, even if part of something that you love is broken, you can still use it in creative ways. I found these bells at Hobby Lobby and I thought they were gorgeous. I just loved everything about them. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, and then all of a sudden I just felt like this was the perfect place for them. So no, they're not going to hang, but I'm actually just going to tuck them under this garland. And y'all, I think this is so pretty. The ribbon standing up, it just all seems to work together. Now tell me what you think about this, but I was just so in love with it when I did it. I just thought, yes, this just completes this look I have right here on my buffet. Now let's address this ribbon I have right here. I want to display some beautiful cards on this ribbon, but I have one more of these bells, and I thought it would be perfect to hang on this knob, and I'm just going to grab some more velvet ribbon and just tie it right here. Now, it doesn't match what I used going across my buffet, but that's okay. I think these colors all blend together perfectly, and I just think it goes. Sometimes having everything match, it's beautiful, but sometimes having things that are different also brings in a lot of interest and character, and it just makes your whole look feel collective, and that's what I love. So this ribbon works perfect in my opinion. So now y'all have heard me say many times how much I love decor and all of that, but what I love most are the things that are special to my heart. These cards mean everything to me. This card is from my mother. Most of these are from my mother and dad at Christmas time. This one's from my daddy after we lost my mama, and I think it's the last card that he gave us, and that one was addressed to my daughter, and I'm going to tuck it right here, and I'm going to go ahead and display all the cards that have so much special meaning to my heart right here. I love looking at them. I love picking them up and reading them. It just makes me remember those precious times with my family, and to me, this is the most beautiful decor in my home, and I treasure it. So the last touch I want to make to the buffet is this really sweet feather tree. I've had these again for many years as well, and I just think it would look perfect sitting right here to just bring in more of that green garland look. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Now tell me what you think, if you like it. I know it's different from anything I've done before, but I love always changing things up. So over here in my crock, I usually do a big tree, but I thought I would just use this tree that I have. I tucked some pine cones inside, and to fill the gaps, I just added in some of that burlap string. To make the look feel more cohesive, I did the same thing in this little urn with this little tree that I tucked inside. And then this is very special to me. This was made to me by one of my friends, Diane, who followed us when we used to do toll painting books, and we got to know her and her mother, and they did crafts together like my mother and I did, and she's a precious dear friend. She gifted this to me, and I love bringing it out every year. It just reminds me of such special times in my life, so I love that. I'm also going to take this tree, top it with one of these stars I got, and a red velvet bow. And that's all I'm going to do to the tree. The last element is to bring in this teddy bear. I know that a lot of people are using these because of the Ralph Lauren or the 90s Christmas that everybody seemed to doing, but I'm bringing him out because I have this gorgeous book, Christmas in the Schoolroom, and I just thought he would be the perfect little guy to hold this book. And then I want to share with you this beautiful thrifted bell that I picked up. I just think it's going to be the perfect addition. The tattered little ribbon, I want it to stay just as is. That just makes it feel old and vintage, and I just love the way it looks. Friends, this is my buffet and how it all came together, this little table and the little tree I have over to the side. So now let me share with you my dining room table. Friends, I just want to let you know that there will not be a video this Friday, but I will see you back again next week with more wonderful Christmas decorating to share with y'all. So I hope you'll come back. If you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you would consider subscribing to be a part of our channel. Friends, we're so grateful for each and every one of you. I'm going to keep it super simple right here. I'm using this gorgeous riser that I thrifted. I love this so much. I thrifted this ice cream bucket. I did paint it with some milk paint. It really chipped off. I was wanting it to look aged, but I'm not sure I'm loving this look so much. But for now, it will work. I added a tree with some lights, again, some more of those pine cones. And of course, to tie everything in, I added that plaid ribbon right there. And friends, the only other thing I'm going to do is add some beautiful little taper candles, and that's it. I want it to be simple because I have so much going on all around. I want this area to feel simple, and again, it would be super easy to move when I have dinner or whatever I need to right here. So this is all. But y'all, tell me what you think of this look all together. I just think it's different for me, but I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate y'all so much. I hope if you like this content that you would consider giving me a thumbs up, leaving us a comment, or subscribing. We would love for you to be a part of our YouTube family. Y'all are such a blessing to me, and I just want to take this moment to wish you all a wonderful Thanksgiving and to tell you how thankful and grateful we are for each and every one of you. And I pray many wonderful blessings over your lives. Friends, before I go, I'd like to share with you this beautiful Bible verse. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. 1 Chronicles 16:34. Friends, the goodness of God is all around us, and I pray that during this Thanksgiving season that you will look around and realize the goodness of the Lord and praise his holy name. Friends, thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to the next one. Bye, y'all.